By me have an old test. He reached 60 years. Anybody have 60 years? If you have 60 years, don't afraid to show. Pardon with the dark glasses, stand up. That's a man about 60. Give him a hand. Are you? Well, you're getting old very healthy, I can tell you. Well, when he got 60 years, he went to his wife. He said, honey, I am now 60. I don't have to work anymore. I have retired. Now I quote in for you. He says, you see, from Sunday, I will be in church. While I was working, I couldn't go to church. Now that I'm free, I have made a resolution. Every Sunday I'm going to church. What do you think about that, sweetheart? She hugged him up and kissed him. You couldn't make a better resolution. And if Papa, in we village have something called Sunday clothes. You could only wear that on Sundays, eh? Baptist put on his Sunday clothes, Papa, Bible below him. Marching through the village in style, he going to church. If you see the man, they never see Baptist so well dressed. Everybody, hey, Baptist going to church, boy. He come back with half of his face bust up. His wife say, what happened? What happened to you? Girl, people funny. What do you mean by people funny? You go to church, you come with half of your face bust up, you're telling me people funny? What do you mean by people funny? Explain to me. See, a girl sit down on my side. When she stand up to go for communion, she dress sticking and she bottom. But only woman know that does happen. Right? You say, I trying to be helpful, I pull it out. She say, you ain't know nothing about church. Do not interfere with the people clothes in the church. I say, well, I didn't know. 2 weeks later, he get better, he gone back to church. He come with the other side of his face bust up. You have to say, what happened now? What happened now? Girl, people funny. What you mean by people funny? The same woman sit down on my side, stand up to go for communion, and she dressed sticking and she bottom as usual. The fella out there pull it out. But I know she ain't like it, so I push it back. That enough? That enough? Well, I want to tell you, I feel very much at home. That's how my wife does tell me, that enough. Well, I will give you one more story before I leave. Just because you're such a receptive audience. Gentlemen, I know that you're making it, you're going to sell it, and I will get a cent out of it. Give gentlemen a hand. I remember when his wife break his tail and leave him, take all the camera and all, because he had other woman in the camera, and she see the movie, but he was in it too. Anyway, gentle, I only heckling you. Don't worry, you're doing a good job. Yes, we did a show one night in a town called Montana. You all know about Montana? Well, you all Americans, you know that. You live here for some time. I mean, you travel around. Unlike you, when you are happy, we are happy. Just remember that it takes two of us to make this show. If I give a joke, you don't laugh, I feel very sad. So we share in this happiness. Because when I leave here, when I leave the stage and I go out there, I'll be celebrating just like you would be celebrating a good show. So the next morning after the show, all the boys, Oliver Samuel from Jamaica was with us in that show. I remember very, very clearly all the guys who were there. Paul Keynes Douglas was there. Tommy Joseph was there. Spangalang was there. Trevor Eastman from Barbados. And we decided to go over the road in the pub and celebrate a good show we had last night, Papa. And for the first time in my life, I see a real Indian chief. I see them in Carnival home. But this was a real Indian chief walking towards the pub. 2 buckets in his hand, 2 gun belt, and a cat under his arm. I watching this man. He walking, coming. So I move in way to give space to he. Because when I watching the bucket, the 2 buckets full of bullshit. Excuse my language. Excuse me language. I'm telling you what I see. He gone to the counter. Barman. Me big chief. Chief want whiskey. Clock, 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 clock. Clock, clock. Take out the gun, he shoot in the bucket. Bow, bow. Bullshit spread all over the place. He let go the cat, he run it down, he grab the cat, he put it back below his arm. And American fella stand up. Well, we frightened like hell. The American fella said, what is all this commotion about? What are you trying to display here? He said, me big chief. White man get oil on chief land. No, chief live like white man. Drink whiskey, shoot shit and run pussy.